So a new normal has begun. Face masks outside. Times are sort of changing. I'll take this off so you guys can hear me better. But times are changing right now. And they have been for a while. We got stale there for a while during this quarantine. Started doing panels for you guys. Today is day 68. Tomorrow's 69. Tonight's going to be a little bit of a special kind of You're Not Alone. A few things I want to go over. Won't be more than 10 to 15 minutes, I promise. So, the reason I started doing panels was because people were bored, stuck at home. That's changed. We've actually gone 68 days with this program. We officially recorded, I have been part of, in one way or another, over 50 panels at this point. My best estimate right now, I believe, is at 53 for me. Just panels, just things that were meant to be informational panels have been 53. And I'm getting the Facebook 0 again, so I'm not sure if I'm live or not. Facebook's been a bit of an issue today. See, here it says I have 2 people watching, and here it says none. So something's up lately with Facebook. But anyway, it's not important. So 52, I have 49 of them directly in the on-con YouTube thing. We have done nothing but show after show. I'm very proud of it. But I'll be honest, once I realized we were getting to 50 in that last week with everything opening here in Florida, I started to question why I was doing this. And I remember feeling this, I can't stop doing this. I want to make 75 straight. And I started to realize it was becoming competitive. And I started to worry about the quality of the panels we were doing. And last week, I remember I got some of the last things that I hadn't gotten done to be this week's panels, but on Friday, I left it open to someone else. And it started to make me think, well, I can't be competitive about what we're doing. I can't. These panels all have to matter. And I'm really proud of everything that I've gotten to this point, to be honest with everybody. I'm super proud of how hard I've worked. Thank you, Martin, for telling me I am live. But we've gotten to, I think, that natural conclusion of it not being special anymore, of people, it's become too commonplace. And again, proud for 50 days of panels. By the time we'll end it this week, they'll be officially, 49. Tomorrow will be 50, 51, 52. 52 directly to the on-con. Yeah. And it gives us an entire year. We can do one a week for an entire year. And you'll have one panel a week. We have enough to rotate them every day, give a panel. If we did just weekdays and not gave one out, it gives us even more of a threshold. We have just a super library right now of panels. But I'm at the point where I feel like if we keep going, we're just going to start getting it to a point where it's almost silly to have panels because we're now reaching to have panels. I don't want to do that. I'm proud of the work we did. So I'm announcing it here first before any other show hears it, that we're officially winding down the panels at 4 p.m. We will be no longer doing panels at 4 p.m. daily, starting Monday. I have been live on air. I have been on at least 2 shows, a panel or something at 4 p.m., or I've done this for what will be over 70 days. 70 hits on Friday. And my mind wants to hit 75 and my mind wants to hit 80, just doing these things. It's competitive. I am not going to allow myself to do that. And I'm going to deliberately break the mold on Sunday. I will not be on air on Sunday. I will not be on air on Monday. I am taking time off. I'm going to just enjoy my time with my son and hang out with him. And we're going to go out and we're going to do something because things are opening up. And this is just where we are. We've gotten to the point where the new normal is that things are restarting. And we're going to respect that. And it has been my privilege to bring you guys content, but I'm also feeling it. And I'm physically not doing well. Physically, I have been through a lot. I want to dedicate myself to going back to my physical therapy for a while. I want to spend a little less time on air. This show will not be affected. This show will continue. I made a promise. When we started this, I would do this until the quarantine was lifted everywhere in the United States and travel was restored. I don't know how long that's going to go. We could hit 100 days with this show. And I'm prepared for that, and I'm okay with that. And I'm happy to do that. But the rest, I cannot express to you how difficult the last couple of weeks have been. And having that at 4 p.m. has been an awesome experience, but it's also been a lot of work. And I've been happy to dedicate that work, and I've been happy to give in part of who I am to do that. It's come at a cost to me physically. It's come to a cost of me having to arrange this, trying to juggle people getting on every week, coming up with this. Sometimes these panels went on for 2 hours. You're talking about a library that in the end will probably be easily 100 hours if you add in the panels from Geek Out and the two different panels I had, honestly, with CyberCon, because I did the NSC block, which is basically a panel, and then I did my panel. And then if you count on some of the earlier cons that we were doing that were more panels than cons, you have over 100 hours of content made in the last 68 days as of right now. It's time for something new. It's time for something different. We're about to hit summer. And with the summer, we're going to announce all new summer programming. You guys are used to this. We change up our programming during the seasons. We take what works and we keep doing it. We improve it. We take what's not working and we put it away. Maybe we bring it back later and do something different. All change happens at a season. Today is 4 years of doing this, 4 years of advocating. And the one thing that was really suffered is our site itself. I haven't been updating it because I've been keeping us on social media. It's time we go back home to our site. It's time I start working on the site. It's time I got more time to do the things with my family and be able to go out and enjoy life again. It is time to retire the 4 p.m. panel. We will occasionally have a panel. We'll probably put panels back on the weekend where they belong during Comic-Cons. I know we don't have any Comic-Cons coming, but guess what? I am so happy to say that so many other people have stepped up, and I've had the opportunity to bring you guys entertainment every day. That is no longer going to be my goal. I don't know how many days of a week I'm going to actually bring you content. I know that we have a new schedule starting. I'm excited about it, and it's not just me. We started the Advocating Network for a reason, and that Advocating Network is coming. We've got huge news for you guys. Huge news. We're going to tease it. I'm not going to release it now. I'm going to tease it on purpose. On Saturday, before I go off air, I will maybe I'll do a special show on Saturday about the future of programming and how it's going to look. I can tell you I'm excited about the future of this network. I also think it's time for me to step back a bit. I have brought you content. I'm very proud of bringing you all that content. I'm super thrilled that you guys have come on this journey with me. Yeah, Jason, I'm good at that tease. I am honored that you guys have shown up as much as you have, but I feel like we're at the point where now is the time to end it, and end it on that high note. You know, I think we've really accomplished a lot, and I can tell, like right now, I feel a little anxious about doing it because it's become a security blanket for me. You guys have been there for me, and I've been there for you. And this is our first step back to normal, is giving up on doing something every day. You guys just don't need me anymore. And that's good. You guys don't need that distraction. And I'm happy we're there. I'm happy we got to this point. Don't know what the future brings. Not going away. I'm just not going to be in your ear every day. And I think that's better. It'll make our time together special. Of course, this will continue. This nightly program will continue. You're not alone. Who knows? Maybe I'll just start doing this show permanently, and we won't ever stop doing it. Once a night, I'll come talk to you guys. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Now that we'll be going back to the gym, you guys will be able to go a little earlier. We'll probably have it on my way home from the gym. Things are beginning to start again. I'm actually very happy about that. I feel like we're able to go back out. I feel like there's going to be something different. The Groundhog Day has ended. The 9 Inch Nails song, Every Day is the Same Exact Day, is finally ending. And that song will mean so much differently to those. Thank you, Jason. Jason said I'll show you guys. Love your content. I'm not used to it on this show. I've loved bringing you the content, but I also don't want it to get to the point where it becomes pompous. I feel like we've hit that point where if we continue anymore, it will become pompous. And I will not have that happen. I will focus on the new shows. I will give you guys more than a tease and telling you that Kickstarter Pause next week takes Wednesday at 4 p.m. We are going to try to keep the 4 p.m. block. You guys are used to looking for us, but instead we're going to give you something new. You will see me on my profile giving you guys a watch party. You guys will be able to interact with other creators at 4 p.m. There are creators coming on that are getting their own shows, and we are going to be supporting them through the network. And that also might mean that we're going to put the network shows in a special link. And I'm excited about that. There is nothing but potential here. I'm excited about that too. I don't know what the future holds. We've been through a lot. In these past 68 days, even a little bit more, this whole year has been a little rough. We've gotten to this point. This is a natural progression where it is time for us to change and resume life and slowly go back to it. That's why I'm telling you tonight and not just pulling the plug on Friday and not letting anyone know this is coming. You guys, especially who show up to these videos, I know this content has mattered to you. I've gotten your messages, and I thank you for all the love you've shown me, and it's been my pleasure. So I didn't want anyone to feel like this was yanked. This is a good thing. This is us moving more back to normalcy. It's also about putting the network ahead of any one person. Like I said, we will have exciting content. We will, I might still do the roundtable on Sundays after Memorial Day weekend. But when I realized I wasn't going to take Memorial Day weekend when it was a holiday, and I promised myself that from now on, any holiday, we would not do content, or I wouldn't do content, that was a problem. Now, someone else is going to do content on Monday, but that's my day off. That's when I don't advocate. I take time to be with my son because usually he'd be off school. And these are all steps to getting back to a normal life. This is all moving towards that normal life. And I love Jason. I really like the new icon here, the avatar. Really cool. So that's it. We're heading towards the new beginnings. I don't know what it's going to bring. I'm optimistic. I think, like Jason said, the future looks bright. I'm seeing that too. Numbers have been good. So I appreciate you all, truly. Thank you for being there for me. Something new is happening. The new normal begins next week on Monday. We're going to give you some amazing new content, and we're going to rise together. And that's what's been this Advocating Network's goal has always been. This has always been the plan. Nothing is changing except everything's going to plan. In fact, if it went to plan, this would have happened sooner. So I thank you seriously and humbly for everything you've done to get us to this point. You guys are amazing. I can't wait to bring you the next phase of things. And honestly, I can't wait to get some of my own time back so I can get back to creating a little bit more. Thank you for watching tonight.
Remember to be kind and share.
You are not alone. You are just a messenger away from having a conversation with me. So if you need to reach out to someone, I'm here. Reach out. I'm listening. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just taking back some more time and going back into the world. Come with me. Enjoy what you can. Be safe. Wear a mask when you're out. Let's rise up past this and let's get to a point where this is a distant fucking memory.